and welcome back to another video, and today is July 30th, Thursday, and we have a lot to talk about today. So, the first thing I wanted to go over was, the severe storm reports from Tuesday, because I forgot to go over them yesterday, and I just wanted to show a lot of people, how this was not a bust, because I've heard a lot of talk on social media that Tuesday was a bust, and the SPC did a bad job, but I don't think it was entirely a bust. So if you take a look at severe storm reports, you can see all these blue dots here are wind reports. So we definitely had a lot to our south and west, but there's also a few near like Allentown and Easton, but those red dots there, those are also tornado reports. Um, so I don't think it was entirely a bust. Um, and we still have the National Weather Service in Mount Holly still surveying if there were tornadoes in other places such as York, because there were wall cloud and funnel cloud reports there. So also, if we take a look at some of these reports, you can also see that how impactful these things were. So let's scroll down. There's one in Lehigh County. PA 863 is closed between Log House and Tanner Roads due to multiple utility poles down. Then there's another one in Monroe. Large tree snapped. Northampton, tree down in Bangor, time estimated from radar. So it wasn't entirely a bust, and I don't know why people are saying it is. I think it's because people think when they hear severe weather, they think it's gonna happen like right at their door. That's not always the case. It's really hard to get an actual like 70-mile-per-hour wind gust at your house and like an enhanced risk or slight risk, because this was a slight risk, and for some people in like Allentown, I think it was a marginal risk. So it's really rare to get that. So just know next time, if you were one of those people, just remember it's not always going to happen at your front doorstep. It could be really isolated, even if it's a slight risk or an enhanced risk or a moderate risk. I've had that happen before. Okay, let's get into the forecast now. All right, so this is the composite reflectivity, or the radar. And if you want to get to this, you could just search National Weather Service Philadelphia, or if you live in the more western areas, it'll be National Weather Service State College, because you guys are part of that forecast area. So first thing to note is that you have some showers and maybe a few storms popping in Long Island and Connecticut, and far southeastern New York. You also have a few showers. You actually don't. I don't even know if those are showers. They might be really light if they are. In just to the west of Scranton. But later today, I think they could have an impact on us. If you look a little further west, you can see it's pretty nice. You do have some showers trying to come off of Lake Ontario, but they're mainly light. But then if you look to upstate New York and parts of New England, you have some moderate to heavy rain going to the south, pivoting around the low, which is somewhere in central New England. So let's see how some of our short-range models think today's going to play out. So this is one of the most trusted models, the High Resolution Rapid Refresh, aka the HRRR. I've been using it for a long time. A lot of people have been using it for a long time, and it's widely considered the most trusted model in the meteorology community. Okay, so this is early this morning. That already happened. So this is midday. We do have a few showers trying to make it into the area, in northern PA, just above our region. Then, as we head throughout the day, those showers try and make it to our area. They're having a hard time, but they finally do. You do have a few showers in the northern areas. Um, then, as we head on, some of those showers get into our southern areas, such as Chester County, Berks County, um, and Montgomery County, and they're not really causing a big deal. Um, but you never know. Some of these could have thunder, maybe a few lightning strikes, but that's highly unlikely. But you just gotta stay careful because there is always that possibility. Weather is unpredictable. Um, and yeah, pretty much quiet the rest of the day. Then, if we look at the temperatures, we can see we're pretty well into the 60s already this morning. This is 7 a.m. At the time I'm recording this video. I believe it is in the 60s right now. You do have some 70s closer to the Philadelphia and along the Schuylkill River and Delaware River. Then as we head throughout the day, it warms up quickly because that's what summer does. You get some low to mid 70s, especially to the west of us, due to that flat land in Lancaster County and Lebanon County. Then, as we head into midday, some mid to upper 70s possible. And as we head into the afternoon, we may see some 80s, especially across our southern areas and lower elevations, 70s across the rest of the area. Yeah, pretty nice day. Then those showers come into the area, bring the temperatures down a little bit. Might be a nice little refresher for some of you that get into the low to mid 80s. Temperatures tonight getting a little colder than today, low to mid 60s. These are our lows. May have a few spots not get below 70, such as Philadelphia, which they usually don't because they're an urban area. And look at those 50s in western PA. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a few higher elevation spots in Lehigh County reach 50. Okay, so let's go on to our long-range forecast. Okay, so this is the Euro model, one of the most trusted long-range models, and as you can see, it already has something right here. It has those showers in northeast PA. It's not always going to smooth everything out because it is a long-range model. It's not used for this sort of stuff, such as the HRRR, that's a short-range model. So we can see this is today that storm is going to try and slowly move out. Then tomorrow morning, not really anything to deal with, but then as we head into the afternoon, there may be a few showers, not associated with a storm, but these are just afternoon summertime showers. Maybe a rumble of thunder in a few places, but they look to be for the coastal areas, such as Long Island and coastal New Jersey. Then Saturday looks pretty nice. I mean, you may have a few showers to the south and east. Nothing too tough to deal with, but you could see that storm system starting to make a move into western PA by Saturday night, and this is Sunday morning. You have a few showers, maybe a few thunderstorms entering the area of western PA, and then by midday, some of those get a little stronger. We may have to watch out for severe weather, especially across central and western PA, more central than western. But if this shifts east over the coming days, because this is a few days out, we may have to watch this a little more. So then by Sunday night, those showers and storms try and move east. They're very slow, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have a flooding risk, and I'll show you guys that later in the video, because there is a flooding risk. So as we move into Monday night, those showers and storms try and make it into our area, and they do on this particular model run. Then they stay overnight, so we may have to watch for flooding, and this is 8 a.m. Monday morning. A few storms uh, some heavy downpours, definitely. Then 2 p.m. we have a pretty big mess, especially to the south and east. We'll have to see how this pans out because it's still a few days out, and I don't want to be causing all this chaos. I know I'm a small creator, but I don't want to be causing all this chaos, thinking, "Oh my God, it's gonna rain all day on Monday." We don't know that yet, but this model run of the Euro has it raining into the evening before finally clearing out by Monday night. So we'll have to watch this. This is definitely an interesting storm to watch. Um, yeah, and as I was saying, I'll show the excessive rainfall outlook or flooding outlook now. Okay, so this is the excessive rainfall outlook for Sunday. So as you can see, most of the action is to our west and to our north and west. We already have a slight risk up for parts of northern PA and central New York, and a small portion of Long Island. Then we have a marginal risk extending from Shenandoah Valley up into New England and parts of Canada as well. I don't want to leave Canada out with this. Um, but there are a few spots in our area that have a marginal risk. I believe Lehigh County and parts of Northampton County. Then, as we take a look at day 5, we are in most of our areas in a marginal risk. So that marginal risk extends up from the Midlands of South Carolina all the way up to coastal New England, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. This may be upgraded to a slight risk in our area, but we'll have to watch. Um, it looks to be maybe sort of a severe weather day, more Sunday than Monday, though, due to storms coming on in the morning, but we'll have to see if anything changes. So let's look at temperatures, and I'll look at the long-range pattern after. So as we already know, this morning's in the 60s and 70s, and as we move forward, we have 70s, maybe a few 80s popping off today. Then Friday morning, 60s, 70s are possible across much of the area. Then, yeah, some low to mid 80s possible on Friday. Then, as we head into Friday morning, some low to mid 70s Saturday morning. Then, as we head into Saturday morning, some low to mid 70s possible. So it's going to get a little warmer on Saturday. It's probably not going to be a heat wave, but as you can see, Saturday in the day, we do have a few 90s trying to make it into our area, especially along the Susquehanna River in Lancaster County and the Delaware River in Philadelphia. But it's mostly going to be mid to upper 80s with a few 90s in those areas. Then, as we head into Sunday morning, we have some mid 70s across much of the area. A few lower 70s and a few 60s across Lehigh County, possible. Then, as we head into the day on Sunday, we're gonna have a few 80s. Maybe some places don't get out of the 70s, but we'll have to see. So low to upper 80s, especially along the Delaware River, as that storm system tries to move into our area. Then Monday morning, it looks to be in the low 70s, some low 70s popping up near the Delaware River. Then, as we head into Monday, temperature's not changing that much due to that rain. Some upper 70s to low 80s are possible. Okay, let's look at the long range pattern now. Okay, so I expanded the map out to the entire US because because there could be a few storms that we need to watch over the coming days that may not show up in the northeast region on the part of the map. So there's our storm system moving out of New England. This is Friday, Saturday, and we do have a storm trying to move across the Midwest. That's going to bring our rain potentially on Sunday and Monday. Could bring some severe weather to parts of the Midwest before it does so. See how that Gulf moisture moving up to kind of feed that storm and give it energy and moisture to bring all this severe weather. then yes, some afternoon storms, potentially early next week. Then uh, kind of quiet, but we do have a storm system trying to move across the area next Thursday, potentially. Then I think we may have more of a zonal sort of flow, which means all these storms are going to be moving to the north of our area. Um, and then a trough sort of develops, which is just an unsettled area of weather. Um, if we look at the 500 millibar height anomaly, you can see that this blue area, that's unsettled weather, potentially. But this is far out, so we'll need to keep an eye on it. If this does come to play, then we could be looking at more severe weather, uh, but comfortable temperatures. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it, and the GFS shows sort of the same thing, kind of weaker though, but we'll have to watch. I think I'm sold with the Euro for now, but we'll have to watch. This is 13 or so days out, 14 days out. I just wanted to show this just to see what the models think is going to happen later into August. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.